But just be quiet, please. Just remain sensitive to the Spirit. Let your life be rooted and established within my word. For the more thou shalt take hold of it, the more it shall take hold of thee. And even as you read it, saith the Lord, it shall also read you, transform you and conform you to my likeness. For whose heart and eyes is turned towards me, towards the heavenlies, my reflection and my glory will come upon them, and little by little transform them in my very likeness. Therefore saith the Lord, come away with me and stand much in my presence. For there is a work within that needs to be done before there shall be a gathering, even on the outside. Therefore saith the Lord, start your day with me, and in everything that concerns you I shall be by your side, to guide you, to lead you, to strengthen thee, to equip thee, saith the Lord, to do my bidding. And there, saith the Lord, thou shalt give no occasion to the flesh. Surrender both of your will, both of your desire, and give the choice over to me. For by laying down your life upon the altar, yea, saith God, thou shalt see the blessing of the living God, even on all sides, for me to do what you cannot do your own self, and to aid on to you and to aid on to you by every step of obedience that you shall walk, saith the Lord, as you would be on the way. Surrender and seek my will, and I shall imprint upon your heart, saith God, although I shall speak differently to one another, it shall be the same impression, it shall be the same vision, it shall be the same word, it shall be the same way, it shall be the same door. Enter ye, saith God, even through me, and I shall never feel forsaken or alone, for I shall be nigh unto thee to protect thee. For the angels of thine God shall encamp around those that fear his name. Therefore saith God, walk in awe and reverence before me, and I shall see that promotion doesn't come from the left nor from the right, but it shall come from our very hand, from our very throne of grace. And what I shall bestow upon your life, no man shall be able to rob thee from. Therefore saith God, fear no evil, walk in the fear of the Lord. Don't be satisfied with a little. To the left and to the right there is a stretching and an enlargement, saith God, whereby as you shall give of yourself, I shall give of myself, and I shall replenish within thee even to the overflow. Therefore hunger and thirst after righteousness, and walk that very course, saith the Lord, for my hand shall be upon you, to do your good and no evil, for there is no evil at all find within me. Therefore saith the Lord, I shall hem thee in the light and in the power of my word, that even as you would walk in the light, saith God, and thus would live by the light, saith God, thou shalt be a burning, shining light like a city upon the hill that cannot be hidden. Therefore draw closer, and I will draw closer. Seek me with all of your heart, and I will come. Reveal myself to you, make myself known unto you. And when thou shalt go forth, saith the Lord, thou shalt not speak about the experience of another man, but thou shalt have thine own testimony, thou shalt have thine own story, and my praises, saith the Lord, shall be continuously be in your mouth. Therefore saith the Lord, look at my hand, for every good and every perfect gift cometh from me. Trust not in man, trust not in the flesh, for it shall fail thee, saith God, and it shall leave thee in the lurch. But I shall not fail thee, and I shall not forsake thee. For if thou shalt put down trust in me and thou hope in me, thou shalt not be disappointed, and thou shalt not be made to be ashamed.
Is it not the Son of Righteousness that has arisen upon thee, saith the Lord? And it shall be as when the sun comes up, Thou hast seen but in part, saith the Lord, but I shall cause thee to see my will and my purposes for thee. For thou hast nothing to lose, saith the Lord. But even as thou wilt turn unto me with all thine heart, thou shalt gain strength, thou shalt gain knowledge, thou shalt grow in the grace and in the truth of the living God. For I shall cause thee to be one that shall be more than a conqueror, and that which has held thee back, and has seen chains and snares unto thee, thou shalt break free from, saith the Lord. For the one that seeks me early shall find me, and thou wilt find as thou wilt come in faithfulness daily, saith the Lord. Thou shalt see me come in faithfulness daily, to crown thee with loving kindness, with tender mercies, and to be the door and the way before thee. For thou hast no strength within thyself, but I am the Almighty, that shall open my way and give thee favour. Humble thyself in my sight, and surely I shall lift thee up, and crown thee, saith the Lord, that thou shalt taste and see that I am good, and that I shall not fail thee nor forsake thee. Cast thine burdens upon me, cast thine many burdens upon me, for surely I shall make everything new. For I have risen upon thee with loving kindness and tender mercies.
Think you're better, woman. Don't say I cannot. Don't say I haven't got. Don't say I don't understand. For I shall use what you do understand. I shall use what you do have. I shall use whatever you will make available to me. And even as you would put to use, saith the Lord, that little bit, I shall multiply, and thou will find that as you would give yourself fully with whatever you can, whatever you have, and whatever you understand, that wisdom, knowledge, revelation, understanding shall become your portion. And because you make active, and because you put to practice whatever is available within you, for I have made you not like another, but uniquely, saith the Lord, because there is a job that you can do that nobody else can do. Therefore, saith the Lord, what is before your face, what is around and about you, is placed there by me, not by chance, not by coincidence, but for you to be an influence unto them, instead of thinking that they will be a good influence unto thee. Therefore, saith the Lord, give me what you have, even if it were a mite that a widow gave even to the treasury of its God. Did I not say she gave much more than all the other? I know your limitation, and I know your abilities. I know your shortcoming, and I know your availability. Put fully to use what you have, and when thou shalt look back, thou shalt wonder, how have I been transformed? How has all these things changed? And even if thou shalt feel nothing, saith the Lord, simply because you obey what I ask, you will see a multiplication, an addition, an infilling. By emptying yourself first, I shall refill thee, and re-empty yourself, I shall refill thee, and eventually, saith the Lord, it shall become, as it were, an unending river of life, because wherever you go, you try to go, saith the Lord, the dry, thirsty land even to be watered, the seed even to grow and to come to fruition and maturity. Give me all, saith the Lord, and all my resources and all my accesses. As you give your all, I shall also not withhold, but give my all to thee. Don't be satisfied, saith the Lord, even to perform and to produce, There is a higher, there is a more lofty, there is a more holy calling, whereby, saith God, I shall utilize thee. If thou shalt prepare yourself and make time for me, more and more in your life, and for you to study my word, so you will become an instrument approved unto me, then thou shalt see, saith the Lord, my hand shall guide thee, my hand shall lead thee, my hand shall gently prompt thee forward. For surely, saith the Lord, another one cannot do it in your place, and you cannot do the work of another in your place, nor can you eat to nourish another one, nor can another one nourish itself to cause thee to prosper within the flesh. Therefore, saith the Lord, let there be time, let there be room, let there be place for me within your life. And thou shalt find, saith the Lord, that as you make yourself available to me, I shall make myself available to thee. And when thou shalt call upon my name, I shall be there, and thou shalt know the anointing and the prompting and the guidance of my spirit. Therefore, saith the Lord, don't be satisfied with a little. Hunger and thirst, and I shall satisfy thee with good things. For the earth perish, and the fullness thereof. But those that does the bidding of God, they shall abide forever. Make choices in your life, for often, saith the Lord, thou hast many plans. Surrender your plan, and thou shalt find that some I shall enhance, and yet other ones it shall vanish, as it were a vapor that was and is no more. And as you make yourself so available, saith the Lord, thou shalt find that I will create in you to will and to do my will and my good pleasure.
And look not back, saith the Lord. Look not to the left and to the right. Look not upon things thou cannot change. For surely I make all things new. I do a work of perfection, saith the Lord, and there is no condemnation to the one that has served me, to the one that has surrendered unto me. For I have blotted out, saith the Lord, all that which is of the past. Look not at the things that cannot change, yea, but look unto me, and I have made all things new, and I shall make all things, saith the Lord, beautiful in my time and in my season. But thou shalt be one to be diligent, to take hold of my word, to take hold of my presence, to let the sunshine of my love in, saith the Lord. And there thou shalt be washed with peace. There thou shalt be washed with joy. There thou shalt know the acceptance. For it is unto holiness and unto wholeness that I have called thee, that thou would not be broken. Yea, thine crushing, saith the Lord, shall be filled up with newness, shall be filled up with the anointing oil, shall be filled up with the peace of God that passes all understanding. And thou shalt marvel at my goodness, and thou shalt marvel at my kindness, and thou shalt marvel at the involvement of the details that I shall take with thine life. For even the smallest of thine desires thou shalt let made known unto me, saith the Lord. And thou shalt see that thou art my peculiar treasure, and my handiwork, and I shall work with thine prayers, and I shall work with the longing of thine heart, and do a perfect work, not just in thine life, but that which is precious around and about thee. Be diligent, saith the Lord, to seek me early, to find me, and thou shalt see me make all things new, that thou shalt not fret a thing, or fear a thing, for thou art in the hand of the Almighty, and I hold all things together by the word of my power. And many a times things have risen up to frighten me, yea, but I have overturned the works of darkness that came against thee, to as it were terrorize thee and neutralize thee. and to make thee feel as if thou wast nothing. But within me, saith the Lord, thou shalt see that I am more than a conqueror, and that I have prevailed for thee, that with me is a mighty right arm of power, and that I am a conquering king, and that thou should not fear evil, but that thou should fear me, saith the Lord, and be submitted unto my presence. Therein thou shalt go with rejoicing, and thou shalt go, saith the Lord, seeing that I am for thee and not against thee.
Is it not a broken world, a fallen world, yea, even a war zone, saith the Lord, where the enemy shall try to weary the saints? Therefore, saith God, lift up holy hand, turn your eyes and your heart towards me, for mighty are my weapons for this warfare, yea, even spiritual weapon to defeat the purposes of the enemy. Therefore, give no place for arguing, give no place for struggling in the flesh, give no place, saith the Lord, for those that does not want to heed even your warnings, but come in the secret place, where, saith God, you will thresh, as it were, the separating from the wheat and the chaff, where the wind of my spirit will blow away, saith God, everything that is unprofitable, that only that which is of me would remain. Therefore, saith God, stand in the gap, for the weapons of my warfare are mighty in God, to pull down strongholds, and to bring to naught the arguments and the plans of the enemy. Therefore, saith God, it's not with your tongue that you will win the battle, except in prayer, and at times in fasting and pray. For what prayer cannot do, only fasting and prayer will do. By throwing yourself upon the graces and the mercies of God, for Him to do what you cannot do your own self. You cannot save, you cannot deliver, you cannot heal, but I am the healer, I am the Savior, I am the deliverer. Therefore, put your trust in me, put your hope in me, and without any rest, saith the Lord, pursue and pursue and pursue that which thine heart contends for. For as a woman that travails to have a child, she cannot stop halfway through, but she will travail until life breaks forth. In the same way, saith God, is not intercession the same as travail? Therefore, saith the Lord, push back, push back, push back. Submit yourself to God. Resist, resist, resist. And He shall flee, saith the Lord. But He shall try to weary thee, to cause thee to give up, by making all kinds of strategies, and making you think and feel that all that you're doing in the secret place is a waste. Has any man ever called on the Lord, and it avails to nothing? Have I not said, whoever will call upon my name, I shall be there for that person? Therefore, said God, you have that access, you have that bold privilege to come to my throne of grace. And there is grace and there is mercy for all your needs. Therefore, let your need be known to God, and see, saith the Lord, that in due time, in due course, thou shalt rejoice, for saith the Lord, there is none that shall travail just fresh air. She shall travail because she wants to see the fruits of its labor. Yes. Therefore, saith the Lord, labor, labor, and you will not labor in vain. Let not your hands hang low. Lift up holy hand. Hope thou in God. And surely, saith the Lord, thou shalt see the living hope even manifesting itself, that all the praises, the glory, and the honor should come to me alone. Decrease, and I shall increase. Make yourself nothing, and I shall be made great. Humble yourself, and I will lift you up. For surely it's not the position that is important, not even to be heard, saith the Lord, but that Christ would be seen within all in all. Therefore, said God, after having had your hand on the plow, don't look left and don't look right to see what others are doing or not doing. Plow and plow you straightly, having your eyes and your heart on the field. That surely, saith the Lord, as you do your part, there is another one that will come behind and sow the seed. Another one will water it. Another one might even rejoice in the field to reap the fruit of the harvest. Yet, saith the Lord, if thou had not first plowed, there would be no harvest at all, and the enemy would have blown it upon at all, and it would have amounted to nothing. In that day when ye shall stand before me, I shall give to every man according to his work. Therefore, saith the Lord, let your light shine, yet let your life live as a shining, burning light, that man may see your actions, and by seeing your actions, man shall rejoice in God. For it shall not be just by hearsay that a man is such and such, but by truly, saith the Lord, the reflection and the image of his life is according to the demands of God. And thereby, said God, I shall build my tabernacle with lively stone. Be alive to me and dead to yourself, instead of alive to your own desire and dead to mine. And as I would make the choices, saith the Lord, I shall find that I have in store beyond of what you could hope and desire and even ask of me. Therefore, saith the Lord, don't limit yourself and don't limit me. For surely I can do the unexpected, and I can enlarge thee and enlarge thee and enlarge thee, for you to contain much more of what you would be even willing to bear. Therefore, saith God, come to me with a willing heart. Put me first place in everything, and live before me without any shame of my word. Establish yourself thereunto, and thou shalt find that in that day, when thou shalt stand before me, thou shalt have much to lay down at my feet.
A man shall not live by bread alone, saith the Lord, yea, but by every word that proceeds from thy mouth. And many a time thou shalt have to dig thine own well. And even as thou wouldst be in a were as in a valley of sorrow, if thou shalt dig a well, saith the Lord, thou shalt be satisfied, thou shalt be quenched, thou shalt drink of rivers of living water. For thou wilt find that nothing can hinder my blessing, for even that which did come to push thee back has caused thee to drink deeply from my presence, and to be refreshed, and to be made strong, and to be made one that is wise, saith the Lord. For thou wilt find that even in the house of myrrh is at times better than the house of laughter, for that did make thee to seek me with all thine heart, and thou became richer, saith the Lord. Yea, all things shall work together for the good, to the one that does love me, and to the one that is called according to my purposes. And even as thou hast been called according to my purposes, and thou hast not been one that's done its own thing, but thou hast waited upon me to lift thee up, and many a times thou hast felt knocked down, surely I shall lift thee up, and all things shall work together for the good. For I shall build Christ within thee, and thou shalt be as it were a gentle breeze, and a refreshing unto many, and an ensign of my faithfulness, that I shall make thee stand, and I shall make thee to be one that does possess thine possessions. Yea, be busy about my business, saith the Lord, and I shall add unto thy life. For thou hast nothing to lose, but thou hast all to gain, saith the Lord, even as thou would humble thyself. For surely I resist the proud, but I give grace to the humble, and smoking flax I won't quench, but surely I shall fan the flames that are within thine life, and make the fire burn even more brightly. For thou shalt see my refreshing come unto thee, and thou shalt see to shall more be given. And even as thou shalt treasure what I have given unto thee, thou shalt be as a wise one, and as a quiet one, whose eyes and ears are open, unto the purposes of thine God, unto the voice that speaks in the still quiet place, unto the gentle moving of the Spirit. Thou dost not know where it comes from or where it goes, but thou dost sense the refreshing thereof. Be strengthened within me today, saith the Lord. Be strengthened within me daily, and thou wilt find none can hinder thine blessings or stop thy purposes, as thou would be just diligent to seek me early, and therein thou shalt find me, saith the Lord.
Bring the whole counsel of my will, saith the Lord, for surely as my word has many blessings, is there not also a condition attached to each blessing? And men they desire the blessing but shall never have, because they do not walk, saith the Lord, in the requirement of the blessing. So often I have said, if you will do such and such, then I will do such and such. And even as man shall declare my word as a weapon, saith God, and shall not walk in my ways, there shall be no blessing at all. Give the whole counsel of my will, and lift me up, saith God, above all things, that surely, saith God, I should always be the focus of all, and I shall find that I shall enlarge and enlarge and enlarge. And surely, saith the Lord, I shall bring forth good fruits within my storehouses. Therefore fear ye not the faces of men, but uncompromisingly speak the whole counsel of my will, that I may operate within and without everything that concerns man. Do it in simplicity, and thou shalt find, saith God, that the power of God lies in the simplicity of the preaching of its word, and that there a conviction shall come to do a deeper work where you cannot do the deeper work. For there is many that listen, saith the Lord, and shall go, satisfied as they have come in. And yet, saith the Lord, if thou shalt speak it with all the counsel, thou shalt find that many shall go, even maybe quietly, but they shall come back with a countenance that shall have joy and peace, because I am speaking through thee. I am speaking by thee. Did I not declare more about hell and about heaven than any man? Therefore, saith the Lord, it is a choice between life and death, between blessings and cursing. And therein, saith the Lord, it shall not be upon your head, nor upon your hands, but when thou have delivered the counsel of my will, man shall do whatever they like to do as the warning. But truly, saith the Lord, be like a watchman on the wall, that sounds the alarm because the day be evil, where I come quickly, and there is many which are not ready. Therefore, saith the Lord, let them awake from their sleep, sound the alarm, and truly, saith the Lord, that does not know, who shall be safe, who shall awaken, who shall take heed? But I shall be surprised that even as I would sow the seed, saith God, and pray over it, and travail over it, how many shall break forth? For surely I shall watch over the fruits of your labor, and bring forth an increase, that I has not labored in vain. That I truly, saith the Lord, in that day when thou shalt stand before me, that I have prospered thee in the way that you have gone. Therefore, saith the Lord, wide is the road, many are they that walk therein, but narrow is the door, few that are therein striving to enter in. Therefore, saith the Lord, don't try to please people, please me first and foremost. And therein, saith the Lord, thou shalt be pleased over the fruits of thy labor, that you did not labor in vain. For this place and this people is not not like another place and another people. Therefore, don't try to do like somebody else somewhere else. It shall not happen. It is unique, it is different. Be faithful to everything, with the weight and the burden which I have put upon thy shoulder, and thou shalt seem to be established around and about thee. Pillars in my house that shall also bear the burden, saith the Lord, of the labor of the ministry which is about thy shoulder. Therefore, saith God, give me all. Give me all, give me sacrificially, and thou shalt find you cannot outdo me, you cannot outgive me. For as thou wilt give and scatter, thou shalt be enriched, and thou shalt enrich many, and thou shalt not be barren at all, saith the Lord, in whatsoever thou shalt undertake.